What happens if during a lucid dream you visit a place you've never been to before? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and today we're talking about what happens if you visit someplace new in a lucid dream. So a lot of people have this goal. They want to get lucid so they can go someplace cool. Maybe you want to go to outer space, or you want to go to Egypt, or you want to go somewhere in the Bahamas. And maybe you've been there before, so you just revisit a place you've been to before. Probably not space, but you might have been to Egypt, you might have been to the Bahamas, you might have been to Greece or France or wherever. And you can just go back there, and it's probably going to be a lot like what you remember. But what happens if you've never been there before and you go there? Well, your dreams are a creation of your subconscious after all. So basically, your subconscious is going to come up with an idea of what that place is going to look like. If you know what that place is going to look like, then it's going to be a pretty accurate representation. If you don't know what that place is going to look like, then your mind is just going to try and put it together the best it can based on what you do know. So if you know that Egypt is pretty hot and that there's lots of desert there, then you're probably just going to see desert everywhere, and that's going to be the kind of climate that you see, but you might not actually know what, the buildings look like, you might not know how people dress, you might have no idea what the language sounds like, and so when you're actually there in the dream, it's not going to be very accurate other than, okay, yeah, there's some sand there. And so if that's the case, when you go there, it's not going to be particularly accurate. Same thing goes for outer space. Let's say that you're very, very interested in space and you spend a lot of time researching it. Well, if you know all about a particular planet, you know what it's made up of, you know what it looks like, and you know all about it, then if you go there, then chances are you're going to get a more realistic representation of the planet than someone who just knows the name of the planet or doesn't even know that and just goes there. In essence, the more you know about a particular location, the more realistic it's going to be when you encounter it in a lucid dream. And this goes for everything else as well. If you taste a food in a lucid dream that you haven't tasted before, chances are the taste is not going to be anything like the real thing, unless you can kind of predict what it will be like because it's similar to something else. Let's say you've never tasted, say, chicken before, but you've tasted turkey, you've tasted duck and so on. You can sort of get a rough idea of what chicken might taste like in a lucid dream. But if you've never eaten meat before and you eat chicken in a lucid dream, chances are it's not going to taste anything like chicken. Anyway, I hope that answers the question. And if you want to actually learn how to lucid dream, I've put together this 17-part audio course. It was actually 14 parts, but I've recently added 3 new parts to it. Basically, each part is a lesson, an individual lesson, guiding you through the process of learning to lucid dream. I basically wanted to make it as easy as possible for a beginner who's trying to lucid dream, perhaps struggling a little bit with it, to have this kind of process where I hold your hand through all the steps and I tell you exactly what you need to do to get there. You don't have to think about what method should I be using now, what should I be doing here. All of it is laid out for you step by step. I wanted to make it as easy to follow as possible because I know when I started out, there was a kind of lack of that information. There were lots of guides for individual methods and so on, but there was no one telling me, okay, do this and then do this and then do this in this order. And so I wanted to make that. If you want to find out more about it, check out the link up there. Anyway, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to subscribe over there. If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon page, and if you want to keep watching, pick one of the videos on screen, go watch that, and I will see you soon. Take care.